Welcome back, my dear students. So I hope you guys are having a lot of fun in this new lectures. Now, for those of you that want to get more involved in the finding out about the Mongo client, you can read on the documentation here. I found this on this website, and this is Mongo 4.0 and above. I think by when they release the Mongoose 5 over 5, okay, we're not gonna have to go and use this Mongo client. I'm not 100% sure. You can read more about it, and you can, pay attention to what's going on in the community. There are ways that we can also create new connections to our database. We don't have to just use Mongo Connect. We can use Mongo Create Connection, Mongo's Create Connection, and that will just create a new connection to a database. As you can see here, okay, we can call this connection one, then we can create another connection two, or whatever, and connect to different databases, which is really awesome. So anyway, now that we have this, what is the next step? The next step is to start creating the app, the route, or the API call that is going to create a new user. But we don't have that user yet. We need to create some type of form data. That's what we use in Mongoose, right? So let's go and create that directory where we're going to keep our models. And of course, we can keep our model here in this app.js, but that's not very good to do. I'm going to create a file here. I'm going to call this user.js. And we're going to start bringing in Mongoose is the first thing that we are going to use. And Mongoose right here. And we're going to use our schema. So we're going to bring the schema object, and we're going to start constructing this. So the first thing is we need to give it a name here and new this up, new it up. That's what we do it in development, new it up. So let's new this up and call this, well, we got to use the schema, pass the object, and then we can start playing around with it. So first thing is that we're going to have some type of email to log in, right? This email is going to be type of string. Okay, this email could be unique. We can set that to true to make sure that nobody else has that email. And if we find another email in the database level, right, in the server level, we are gonna give an error. That's what it's saying here. We can trim this data. Okay, let's set this to true. Make sure we can make sure that it is a minimum length. Hopefully I'm spelling it correctly, and which I'm not, of course. And let's say minimum length could be like maybe 3. Okay, let's make sure that it is required. These fields don't need to be in a specific order. Usually the require is the first one, but I changed that up this time. Let's just the second one, I mean, something like that. Okay, so that's the email, and then of course we have the password. Password is just gonna be, let's just do it manually here. Make sure you have your comma there, and it's gonna be a type of string. And of course it's going to be required. And let's just say a minimum length too, as well as of, I don't know, 6 or 5. That's fine. And now what we got to do is we got to export this out so we can use it. So we're going to use our exports object in the module object, and we're going to say, well, I want to use our Mongoose model that is going to be created called users, and I want to pass in the user schema so Mongoose can use it for us when we are dealing with our data. Okay, So that's all we need here. Okay. On the next lecture, we're going to continue creating our little logging app, and we're going to have some more fun, guys. See you then. Take care.